Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome YouTubers. Well, this throwing thing is starting to lose its little, I don't know, shot pellets or something like that. That's been around for years and years and years. So I bought a new one. So I'm gonna put it on here, and I think I'll do 2 loops around here. I don't know the proper knot. Don't really care what the proper knot is. Proper knot's the one that doesn't come undone, I guess. But you guys I know will let me know the proper knot. Except for that wants to walk. I can't get it to hold still. There. I think I'll loop it around this way. And then loop it through this way. And I might just do that again. Of course, you don't need a big knot when you're throwing it over a tree, do you? But it looks good. It looks professional. Till now, it kind of looks a little shaky there. And I brought some shrink tape up, but I don't think that's going in there. They got a big burr on there. We're going to have to burr those daggone burrs. Of course, I don't have any tools here, and you know I'm always prepared. So, let me see what I can find here. Can't find nothing. That's my problem. Well, I made it back. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to try to make this piece here shorter. It's windy out. Yeah, right. That ain't happening, guys. Well, that's kind of frustrating here. Let me go get something else, and if that don't work, then we're going to call it quits. That is about this long, so we want this to be about that long. I would really like to burn that. Yeah, you ain't never going to get that in there. You're a never land here, buddy. Might have got it. What do you think? Of course, this didn't light up before, so why should it light up now? It's making a little bit of progress. Just too windy out here for it. Nothing ever works when you want it to, does it? Well, why I get frustrated all the time. Alright, well, this ought to be a funny show. Because that's not the way I want it. And this cord here, I got a feeling just ain't gonna unwrap. Let me show you why I gotta do what I think I got to do to that tree down there. Now it looks like it's got a nice lean. Well, it does. We're looking at, I can't see in the camera which one it is. It should be right there, and it comes up. It goes all the way up. I'm shooting for that Y right there, and it's on the other side of the fence. Okay, not a problem. And it's got a nice angle, so it's going to go that direction until you start really looking at it. We're looking at that second tree there, not that one. It's even kind of hard to see that stuff in this. But when you start getting down here and see that tree starting to lean a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, now you'll see where the problem lies. See my fence? It's going to take out that fence and the fence up that way. And we'll wander through the woods here. Find all sorts of goofy stuff back here. I don't know what this is. But this was a trash site for the big farm that this property got split off of years and years and years ago. And the dogs used to find all sorts of interesting stuff. They found an awful lot of, I guess leather doesn't deteriorate or break down the way a lot of things do, but they used to dig up an awful lot of shoes. So now we're coming up this path here. I was down at the sawmill today, and it is gushy down there working on that cable. That's up on the workbench where we were at. Okay, now you can kind of see that tree's angle maybe a little bit better. See it coming up that way? It's coming right to this whole section of the fence here and right to there. So if I can get a string on that and start cabling it that way and put some tension on it and have that, oh man, hard to get through here. Put tension on that, and that spring, that rope should have some spring to it or some elasticity to it, I guess is what I'm looking for. Boiler's running, using up some more wood. January's been pretty good. I think today's the 6th. I don't know, it's a Friday. And this will go on tonight. I forgot what it was. Anyhow, I want the rope to have some spring to it, because if you just pull a straight tree, I think I got to be this way because of the wind. If you just pull a straight tree, once it starts getting to a certain point, it's going to be really pulling up on that rope. So you want it to have a little elasticity. So that's what we're going for. So the chances of me getting this thing unwind and to go up over there are slim. I could bring the slingshot out, which if I can't get it, I have this 1/2-inch nylon rope, and then I have this 1-inch. You can see the size of that. So if I can get that one up on there, it'd be easier than putting the steel cable on. So bring it along and figure, well, you guys need a good laugh for the day. So you're gonna watch me slinging this thing, and I guess I'll show you me from, this might be a pretty good spot. That'll get me in there, but I don't know if yeah, it's got the Y in there. That's what I'm going over for. See that part right there? That's a good 10, 20, 30, that might be 40 foot up. I kind of feeling that between this old boy being old and that being that high and this thing here being so gnarly, it probably ain't gonna go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch this thing out. Like stretch it out. And that's why I'm stretching it out, because it's always in a knot. That thing is up there further than I thought it was. Well, I hope you got a laugh out of that like I got a laugh out of that. Now I got to go retrieve it. But I come pretty close to it. And I did better than I thought I was going to do. But I got to go over the other side. I didn't have enough rope unwound. And that's a 150-foot rope. So, or string or whatever you want to call it. I might be able to grab it there and pull it back. It got caught up in the little limbs of that hickory tree. You know how I like hickory trees. So, I can't see that in the camera, but I'm hoping it's there. Got some of it. That hickory tree might become a history hickory tree. What a mess. That's why I just wanted to get started. I can't see what you guys are looking at. I'm going to take you back here further. You can see the thing coming up. I don't know if you can see the thing coming up over there. I knew this thing was not going to unravel quite the what I thought it was going to be. There it goes back up. I'll put you over. I think the wind's coming from this direction, so I think I'll put you over here so you can just kind of watch a goofball in action. This is when I like to edit and not have so much goofiness in there. So I got pretty close to it. It might have actually gone up if I hadn't run out of if I hadn't got into the tangle, it might have gone up there. I piled it in a pile there, and I had it strung out where I thought it was far enough, but it wasn't. And this thing, it's all kinked up still from being new and in that package. So, now I know that should be enough. But if I don't, I'll get into more problems again. We'll have pile 1 and pile 2. How's that sound? Look at this mess. Everything is always in a knot. But you want to see what goes on. This is what goes on. Everything is always in a knot. Just remember that here at the... And it's so twisted, and I don't know, I'm surprised that it got as far up there as it did, to be honest with you. Oh, I hate dealing knots. That just drives me crazy. And that was a good strand. That was a what do you call it? It was raveled real nicely. See, there's a straight knot, but that's so far enough down it shouldn't make any difference. All right, we're gonna put this right here, stack it all so everything comes new. But like I said, I think this rope's gonna have to get the kinks out of it before. Of course, I got to get that back. It's just on that tree. It should come back. Going up, going. Over one tree. Come down, hit me in the head, won't it? That'd be a good thing. Oh, Lordy. Let's see. I gotta take a hat off because the brim gets in my way. See if you guys are into where you can see what I'm being crazy about here. I don't think I can get the whole thing though. Let's see where. Yeah, there we're there. You won't see me do the toss. I think it's this. I think it's that right. Nah, it can't be that. I don't know what I'm throwing. The camera. It's an itty bitty screen, guys. So that. Man, I just can't, I'm aiming right at it. That's where I'm going for, that limb that's coming out that's double. That's what I'm going for. All right, I'm there. You're gonna see the toss, I guess. Or the little thing go up there. Number 2. Where I was the last time. Might just not have enough arm for this. Might have to get the slingshot out. Oh, man, I need to call those hickory trees down. I'm stuck on a hickory tree over there now. You guys know how I like hickories. You ain't getting out of that tree. It'll come down. But it just... There it came out. Now it's over here. I'll cut that hickory tree down. Old Johnny boy doesn't like hickory trees. Might have to get the slingshot out, guys. Might have got it too heavy of a ball. This thing, of according to this, it weighs 16 ounces, which is about a pound. I'm gonna get back a little further, and I see my shrink tubing's come off. That didn't shrink. Doesn't matter. Let's go. One more time. I'm all tangled up over here. Man, I'm way up in the tree, but that don't count. I was pretty pleased with that. I am way up there. Now I got to pull it all back. I didn't make it over the fence though. Well, we're gonna go one more time, and then I'm not gonna bore you anymore. This has got to be about the worst video in the world. Get over here. A one. I guess I'll let you see me how I'm swinging it this time. I'll get back further, so you can see real goofiness in action. I don't think it has the branch in it though. There's the branch. We got to get a bunch of the old fart in there. About the same spot. Our arm seems to be about the same spot every time, so I might not have quite enough arm for it. There's that damn hickory tree. When it comes down. All right, one more. This is kind of like a carnival game. That's what they should do, a carnival game. Now, as many squirrels as I had around here, you'd think one of them say, well, I'll trade you peanuts for taking that thing up there, but that ain't happening. We done got rid of some squirrels. Here we go. Catch and release. Oh man. That missed it by that much. Anyhow, I'm gonna knock this camera off. That's kind of crazy. I'll go up there and... But the cord's getting stretched out and straightened out every time it does. It's getting better. And I thought it was gonna be too kinky. I really didn't think it was gonna do it, to be honest with you, but I'll work on it a little bit longer because it's so daggone muddy down at the sawmill. I've walked down there. This is that cable that I'm working on. That's what the end looks like at the top end. This looks like that's what goes on underneath. And that was just bent. It bent that, so I'll have to put it back on and see how it works. Of course, I'm not looking at the right thing, am I? Anyhow, that'll be the next video if I go do a video. The score on the mouse thing is 24, 25 squirrels, no, 25 mice, 26 squirrels is the update on the count. All right, we'll see. I'm gonna work on this a little, 2 or 3 more times and then get the slingshot, I guess. We'll see you, bye-bye.